Have you ever felt like time is just slipping away from you, or is going by way too fast, or maybe going by too slow? Have you ever felt overwhelmed by the fast pace of life, or the nostalgia of past events? What if I told you that the perception of time isn't just about minutes or hours, but rather how we remember the past and anticipate the future? Does time actually exist? Or does our perception of time alter our emotional states, making it seem faster or slower based on our feelings? Is time merely an illusion? Something created by our conscious minds to make sense of our experiences? Does time really exist at all? We'll talk about this and more in this video. Let's dive into it right now. So in order to discuss time, we need to explore its definition. And there's many different perspectives on it. There's a physics perspective, a psychological perspective, a philosophical perspective, and last but not least, a scientific perspective of time. So get a pen and a notepad ready, because I'm sure you'll want to take notes, and I'm sure you will want to buy this Truth t-shirt, right? Truth, the reason why we try harder. Come on. So, what exactly is time defined as? The most common definition of time is the progression of events from the past through the present and into the future. This is just a framework that helps us understand and organizes our experiences. However, this is just one perspective of time. In physics, time is closely linked to motion. According to classical physics and mechanics, time is measured by the movements of objects. For example, we use the motion of our celestial bodies. And I know you're like, Jackie, like, what the heck is a celestial body? Right? Don't worry, I got you. I got you, right? That's my job as a teacher, right? Celestial body, all these crazy esoteric terminology. So a celestial body is any natural object found in space. This includes stars, planets, moons, asteroids, comets, galaxies, and more. These celestial bodies are the building blocks of the universe itself. So if you're into astrology, which all my friends and family are, then you'll understand exactly what I mean. But I will discuss celestial bodies, astrology, and zodiac signs in another video, because it's a lot to cover. It's a massive amount to cover. So, like I said before, time is a measure of change. In physics, we determine time by observing the movement of objects. For instance, the Earth's rotation on its axis gives us day and night, while its orbit around the sun defines a year. The sun rises and sets, and the moon and stars shift across the night sky. These celestial movements structure our lives in days, months, and years. This cycle of motion creates a rhythm that governs life on our planet. The consistency of these motions offers a framework suggesting that time is not just a human invention, but a fundamental aspect of the universe. Did you know we created clocks based on celestial movements, from sundowns to atomic clocks? These devices all help measure time. But I am going to tell you something you might not know. I'm going to tell you a secret, right? We all like secrets. All these devices rely on understanding that time is time to change. Time is tied to change. I want you to say that with me. Time is tied to change. For instance, if nothing moved, there will be no concept of time. It will simply cease to exist. Now, we're gonna get to my favorite, right? I love this. The esoteric perspective of time, right? Now that we have the physics perspective out the way, let's dive deeper into the esoteric perspective. Many ancient philosophies and spiritual traditions view time as more complex than the average person might think. As I mentioned earlier, time just might very well be an illusion. Close your eyes and imagine living in a world where the past, present, and future are not separate, but interconnected threads of a single fabric. This is the essence of non-duality, a concept embraced by many Eastern philosophies. Non-duality suggests that what we perceive as time is merely a creation of our own conscious minds. It's a way to make sense of reality. The deeper you explore esoteric knowledge, the more you will discover that reality itself is infinitely complex and beautiful in its own way. You see, in non-dualism, everything in existence is interconnected. The distinction between past, present, and future is artificial. Think of the past, present, future as a river divided into two separate sections. Think of it like that. Instead of being divided, shift your perspective to where everything exists in a constant state of now. This perspective encourages us to experience life fully and understand that our thoughts and actions shape our reality. By cultivating awareness and mindfulness, you can live more intentionally. Studies have shown that practicing mindfulness can reduce anxiety by up to 58%, allowing you to focus on what truly matters. In Hinduism, the concept of Kala Chakra, or you can say the wheels of time, illustrate this idea, seeing time as a series of cycles, creation, preservations, and dissolutions. Think about the seasons, right? Let's bring up the seasons. Spring brings growth, right? Summer brings abundance. Fall brings the harvest. And winter brings the rest. This cycle actually mirrors our own lives, where we experience phases of growth, change, and renewal. Just as the seasons change, so do we, right? Each moment presents an opportunity for your own personal growth. This urges us to embrace change rather than resist it. The past, present, and future all exist in the same reality. Neuroscience suggests our brains process past experiences to inform present decisions. A study published in Cognitive Science found that our memories shape our perceptions of the present. This means our past is not just a distant memory. It's actively influencing our own current reality. Some deep stuff, man, for real. So, I'm gonna let y'all in on the meditation I do, right? It's called Cognitive Future Empowerment, right? And I practice this meditation every day, right? Especially when I'm doing events. So, to use this meditation, you just need to realize one thing. Do you want to guess what it is? We're going to play the guessing game, right? Let's play the guessing game. I'm going to give you 5 seconds. 5 seconds. That's it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Have you thought about the answer yet? I'm going to tell you. The answer is anticipation fuels motivation. Our hopes and dreams for the future drive us to take action in the present. When you meditate about the future, when you meditate about future outcomes, psychological research shows you increase motivation and enhance your overall well-being when you do this. When I'm doing videography and photography shoots, I visualize my success and future outcomes. I visualize how I'm going to shoot the event and what I'll wear. Sometimes even 3 days before I shoot the video, I'm using future empowerment meditation technique. You see, the empowerment technique, right? It allows me to visualize my future success. A study in a journal of emotion revealed that individuals who visualize their future success experience a 30% boost in their determination to achieve their goals. Visualize your future success, right? Because look, I'm gonna be honest, once you realize that time is merely an illusion, you can free yourself from its burdens. When you do this, right? When you realize time doesn't exist, it's an illusion, you will experience freedom. You will experience empowerment, transformation, potential, and vitality. Embrace the present and recognize the interconnectedness of your experiences. The realization that the past, present, and future are interconnected can shift your perspective dramatically. And you're in for a real treat, right? Because I'm going to give you 3 ways to do this, right? So get that pen and get that notepad ready. You know, this is my favorite trademark I like to use. Get that pen, notepad ready. Take notes, actively learn. Come on, baby. So I'm gonna give you 3 ways to embrace time. So number 1 is reflect on your past and acknowledge how it has shaped you. But, right? There's always a but don't let it define you. Use your experiences as stepping stones towards your personal growth. Number 2, set future intentions. Dream big. Visualize the life you want to create. Allow those dreams to fuel your actions of today. For the third and final step, practice mindfulness. I said this before in this video. It's important. Mindfulness is key. Engage fully in the present moment, whether it be through meditation, deep breathing, or simply appreciating the beauty around you. Show gratitude. Live in abundance. God has made enough for everyone. Being present and showing gratitude can enhance your overall quality of life. So, now that you understand this, let's talk about the psychological perspective of time. I already went through the esoteric, the physical perspective of time. Let's go to the psychological perspective. Did you know our psychological perception of time can change significantly based on our own emotional state? For instance, when we engage in enjoyable activities, doesn't time seem to fly by? Conversely, if we're bored or distressed, it can feel like time is dragging to a certain extent. These subjective experiences show how time feels stretched or compressed based on our emotional engagement. On a psychological level, our emotional influences alters our perception of time. And I want this information to stick to you, so I'm going to give you 2 examples. We'll start with example number 1. So, in exciting or stressful situations, time can feel slower as we become hyper aware of our surroundings, right? You know, so example number 2, when we experience joy time, you know, we're having a really good time, we're kicking it, right? Time feels compressed because we're fully immersed in that moment. We're not thinking about it, we're having a good time. So ideally, when we're fully immersed and we start focusing on the present, that's how you actually control reality. You alter your experience of time to feel more abundant and less confining when you focus on the present moment, right? So, I want to go deeper into this, right? So, I want to talk about the block universe theory next. You guys are going to like this, right? This is very interesting. And we're like really nearing a closing to this video, so I want to hit y'all with something really good. So this theory will definitely challenge your understanding of existence. And trust me, believe me, when you hear this might even change how you perceive life and the universe itself. It's crazy. So, the block universe theory suggests that the universe is a timeless fabric. Imagine a vast amount of unchanging fabric containing every moment of your life, past and future, woven together in a single eternal fabric. At its core, the block universe theory states that the universe is a 4-dimensional block where all events are laid out in a fixed manner. Let me kind of break down this block universe theory. I'm trying to see the best way to break it down. Okay, so picture the block universe theory as a landscape. Every moment exists in its entirety, just like every point in space does, right? You get my drift. And here are some key points to kind of clarify this information for you. And first, I'm going to start with the internalism theory. And the internalism theory states that all points in time are equally real. Just as you can point to various locations on a map, you can point to various moments in time that exist simultaneously. Second, let's consider Einstein's theory of relativity, which definitely supports the black universe theory, right? It supports it highly. Einstein showed that time is not absolute, but varies based on speed and gravity. In this model, events are not experienced in order. Instead, they coexist in a timeless dimension. You see, Einstein's theory of relativity aligns with quantum physics. And I know you see me putting out videos about quantum physics, right? And you guys been tapping into that, thank you. So in the realm, and events are not experienced subsequently, but exist simultaneously until observations collapses it into a single reality. This means all events are present in a timeless realm. I am Jackie Terry, and I hope you got value from this video. From the wise words of Albert Einstein, the distinction between past, present, and future is only stubborn, persistent illusion. Always embrace the mystery that lies ahead of you. God bless you all, and I look forward to our next video together. I'm Jackie Terry, and I'm out.